Hello and welcome back to another video on Attractions with Ash, where today I am in this whimsical little room here at the Alton Towers Resort, as I am staying on site for the first ever time. Right, so let's start with the main area where we've got this big bed here, this master bed I guess, with a book here, a log theme. We've got a log theme pillow. What's going on in here, I wonder?
You can see I'm just I'm recreating the events of the Alton Towers Ultimate Sleepover. The conditions.
Looks pretty haunted in here. Let's leave that for now. We've got the bed. Pretty nice, I guess. Hopefully it's nice and comfy tonight. We've got a poster on the wall. We've got some lights here as well, some themed Enchanted lights, I guess. We've got a couple of these, I think, out on the kind of veranda, out balcony area as well. Nice TV. There we go. I think that's pretty standard, like 32-inch. A couple of like chairs to sit on. A mirror here. We've got some like milk, tea, and some cups and stuff like that, which is, I guess, pretty handy. Through here we have the bathroom. We've got yet another mirror, which is always exciting. We've also got a sink, a toilet, all the standards. We've got loads of towels. You're really getting your money's worth here with all of the towels that you're getting here. Shame though that, like, for the price you're paying, you'd expect maybe like more than like a standard towel, maybe like a fancy, like branded Alton Towers, like embroidered one or something. But oh well. Got a towel rail and your bath and all the amenities there. So in terms of the room, you've got it's nothing like from first glance that's particularly meets the eye like, wow, this is amazing, but it's actually, you know, it's for a relaxing night away, which is what I was hoping for. It seems to be hopefully doing the job so far. And by far, one of the best assets that Alton Towers has is its gardens. It is absolutely magnificent to step off a ride and straight into nature. It is absolutely wonderful. This is honestly so beautiful, walking around here and the gardens. I'm so glad I decided to come here today, because just coming around here, it's so gorgeous. It's such a good day for it as well. Such a gorgeous day. I think, yeah, there's so much potential in terms of things to get shots of, and I love a good like perspective shot as well. Just look at that. It's absolutely gorgeous. Well, it really has been beautiful walking through the gardens earlier and now through brilliant Towers ruins, which I really must come and hopefully take a visit one day through one of the house and garden tours that they put on here. It's really nice and tranquil, and I think really the perfect way to spend a couple of hours of an afternoon here at Alton Towers. That afternoon is quickly coming to an end. We've only got about half an hour of the day left now till I close at 6, and then we're going to be heading back to the Enchanted Village and to the restaurant, the Crooked Spoon, for dinner. Well, you join me on a lovely summer's evening out in the Crooked Spoon restaurant, which is the restaurant on the Enchanted Village. What we've got? So we've got some crooked wings, some chicken wings. Or should I go for a burger? So in the end I decided to go for the half-roasted chicken, which comes with some village fries. A bit on the expensive side, I have to admit, nearly 20 quid for that. So hopefully it delivers with how it actually tastes. But I thought, I'll justify it. It's my birthday tomorrow, so a bit of a treat just before my birthday. So otherwise I probably would have gone for something a bit cheaper in the end, but. Hopefully it lives up to it. I'm excited to tuck into my evening meal now. You can't really hear me in this next clip, but here's a shot of the meal that I had anyway. It was absolutely delicious, and it certainly looked delicious as well. And yeah, there's my drink as well. Pretty standard Coke for me. So then, I've just absolutely devoured my chicken, and now I've just absolutely devoured my pudding as well, which I had a sticky toffee pudding, which was absolutely brilliant, which I eventually got. It took a little bit of a time to get out, but I think that's because the restaurant is really busy this evening, and that's the explanation I got anyway, which is perfectly understandable really. I felt like the communication could have been a little bit better, but apart from that, I got my sticky toffee pudding. I'm full up now. I'm happy. I've just got a glass of water and ice just to like settle it down a little bit. But overall, apart from that, which I won't let it affect my experience at all. It's been a lovely evening out, having a nice evening meal to celebrate my birthday tomorrow. So yeah, it's pretty nice. And it's a lovely evening as well. If I just turn the camera around here. It's absolutely brilliant. Right here, just a nice. I'm watching the sun going down. It looks like it's going to be more of the same actually tomorrow, which I'm definitely all for. It looks like actually it's going to be like that all week. Looking by the looks of things, which is really surprising. I didn't expect that at all, but I'll certainly take it after the last couple of weeks have been a bit rainy. But just nice, really nice sitting out here on the the outside terraces of this restaurant. It has a really nice ambience to it, and if I were to come back here again, which it's always a possibility, I might try a stargazing pods next time, or I'll definitely come back here for a meal at the Crooked Spoon, because it's a nice restaurant. It's a nice restaurant, and it's a nice ambience. Staff here are very friendly, always willing to help with whatever you need really. So yeah, I've pretty much got nothing but positive things to say about my experience. It's been a really nice couple of hours out, and I'm about to head back to my lodge now for a bit of well-earned rest. Okay then, so a couple of days later, I've had a bit of a time to reflect on my stay at the Alton Towers Resort, and how was it staying on resort for the first ever time? Well, it's certainly something that
I won't forget for quite a long time, because it's quite special really, you know, being a theme park fan and never getting to do anything like this before actually staying on the resort. It was a lovely experience, you know. Over my birthday I had this idea in mind for a long time to stay on resort, and I thought with my birthday coming up, I thought it was the perfect opportunity really. And the room was quite nice. I very much like the fact that considering it was quite a warm evening, that we had a fan in the room, which is always nice and definitely added to the stay. Everything else around it, considering I'd been to Alton Towers countless times before, you know, I was really interested in the whole resort experience in terms of staying on site. I wasn't really interested in, you know, the theme park experience because I've had that several times before. I really enjoyed my meal at the Crooked Spoon. I feel like that's a really nice restaurant. I think for all the critique that Aramark gets for, you know, the food within the park, which can be at times pretty turgid, I felt like my meal wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad at all. It was nice and filling. Whether that was maybe the fact that it was, you know, the eve of my birthday, and I just, you know, I was just feeling really relaxed at the time, and I wasn't really taking into account the actual quality of the food. Maybe I would like to mention, you know, the prices have gone up across the resort in terms of the food over the past couple of years, and I think that's something that needs to be addressed because, you know, the general quality of the food, you know, many people have mentioned, like I've said, is not great, not as great as it should be for the price that you're paying. So I think 19 quid, although as nice as it was for the chicken that I had, I felt like that could have been a little bit cheaper. Thankfully I did have my Merlin Pass on hand to get me a little bit of a discount off that, so it wasn't as expensive. I felt like the things to do though around the resort, you know, apart from the theme park, once you got back to, you know, the actual like resort area in terms of like the accommodation, there wasn't really much to do in terms of the actual Enchanted Village. I'm not sure why there isn't, you know, accommodation, entertainment, sorry, in the Enchanted Village like there is in the other hotels, because I feel like there is like a great space for it in terms of like there was like a nice marquee area by the stargazing pods. I'm sure there'll be a great area there for actual entertainment. So I'm not sure why they don't do entertainment in the Enchanted Village like they do in the other areas of the resort, but I guess, you know, it's quite scarce anyway in terms of entertainment actually in the resort as a whole. Obviously with the cutbacks and everything this year, I guess we're quite fortunate to have any entertainment across the resort at all, but I feel like that could be improved. But of course, you know, financial struggles for Merlin at the moment, so it's quite difficult to try and think of how to expand. Overall, quite a nice stay, and definitely it spurs me on now to try out other theme park accommodation across the country, and of course, you know, maybe in the future across the world as well. I'd love to stay on site at, you know, Europa Park or Phantasialand next. Really enjoyed my stay and hope you enjoyed watching this video as well. I'll be back next Sunday with another video here on Attractions with Ash, as we'll be heading up to Fantasy Island in Ingermells in Skegness. I'll see you there up in Skegness. Until then, goodbye.